Hey, what's up? What's up? This is your man, Order J. Parker. Welcome to this training video. Today, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be talking to you guys about the concept of email marketing. And pretty much, it doesn't matter if you're a brick and mortar business or a online only company. You can actually leverage the power of email marketing. Now, when it comes to email marketing, you have to understand there's a couple basic components that you need to have in place. Okay, you need to have a website or some type of landing page that you actually send your traffic to. Now, what you ideally want to have is also you want to have an opt-in form. And usually on the website, what I advise my clients to do is to put their opt-in form in the right corner of the website, because studies have shown when a person actually looks online, what they do is they actually scan like this with their eyes, almost like a Z. So when they go from your header to your headline here, you want your opt-in form to be right there. Now, another place that I have them put the opt-in form is at the bottom of every page. So that way on every page, you have two touch points here and here. And you want to put the first one above the fold, and the fold is basically the screen. So if you can imagine this is your screen on your computer. If they have to scroll down, that's below the fold. So you want your first opt-in box to be above the fold. You want your second one to be below it. And the way this was work is basically whenever you have a visitor come to your site, whether they're a customer or a prospective customer or client, you want to have some type of mechanism to collect that lead's contact information. And you might be asking yourself why. But really think about it. If you're paying a lot of money to actually drive traffic to your site, but you have nothing in place of being able to follow up with them, is that a very smart investment? See, statistics show that the average person will have to come into contact with your actual offer 5 to 7 times before they buy. So if you don't have something like this in place, how are you going to follow up with them? So think about that. You're spending money but to get them there initially, but you don't have anything in place that will allow you to keep the relationship going or the communication going until they either decide to buy or not. So by putting the opt-in form, you're going to eliminate that problem. And what's going to happen is that in order to actually utilize this opt-in form the best, you're going to have to go over here and sign up for what we call an email management client. Now, some of the more popular companies out there that you can utilize are MailChimp, GetResponse, and Aweber. I currently use MailChimp right now for mine. And it's really cool because it's free up to 2,000 subscribers. But now if you want to actually implement the second part of this puzzle, which was strategy, which is actually attaching what we call an autoresponder to your opt-in box. And an autoresponder is just a fancy way of being able to say automation, or automated email. So what happens is when you actually attach an autoresponder to your capture form, what that allows you to do is go in there ahead of time and create a series of emails that you want to go out in an automated fashion throughout the month once that person subscribes to your email list. Now, one of the first emails that you can have go out is a welcome email. And inside that email, you can do a couple things. You can brand. You can also reconfirm the decision of signing up for your email list. And then you can give them, again, what we call an ethical bribe. You can give them some type of coupon or special in there just to set the pace for what it is that they're going to have coming. Okay? Now, you might be thinking, okay, Orville, what else can I do with this? Well, one of the most powerful ways of leveraging an actual opt-in form and a list is by regularly communicating with your list. And what I advise, again, new clients to do is at least go in there once a week and have a touch point. So in this case, if this, let's say, for instance, this was a restaurant website here. This was a restaurant. So when they have visitors, they come here, they opt in, they get put on the list, they get a welcome email with a coupon for so much off on their next visit. But then each week you can send out one newsletter, and you can make these newsletters branded. They can have a header. They can almost look like an HTML page, like a website almost. And you take this newsletter, you can include tips, news, updates, coupons, and specials. So you can show them, let's say, for instance, like I live in the St. Louis metro area. So if this was a restaurant in the St. Louis metro area, one of the things they can do is they can say 5 cool things for you to do with your family in and around St. Louis. That would be a tip. So you're giving them something of value, some content of value. Then you can give them news and updates. You can let them know what's going on new with your restaurant. If you have any new plates, new specials, new events, new days that you're doing a certain theme on, you can include that there. And last but not least, you can actually give them an offer in that particular newspaper newsletter, or you can do an offer once a month. They don't have to be every week. You decide. But one of the things that I would advise you to do is if you have a slow day, why not give a certain offer for that particular day and use that part of your newsletter to do that? So now by doing this, you create a system to where, first of all, you can build a list. Okay, your conversions are going to be a lot higher because you're going to be able to follow up with your visitors until they buy. Your conversions are going to be a lot higher because you're going to be able to build a continuous relationship by having weekly touch points in the form of a newsletter. Okay, so that's basically email marketing 101. Again, what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to put the resources in the show notes so that way you guys will be able to access some of the tools and the resources I talked about in this actual training. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks a lot.